Hey gorgeous ones, hey gorgeous ones. So this is gonna be quick because I talked my ass off in the Get Ready With Me. So this is the look I made using the Goth-O-Graphic by WetNWild. And I wanted to, and also there's going to be, I'm doing a giveaway to say thank you for helping me grow much faster than I expected. And so that's all I got to say right now because I talked so much in the video that I don't want to make this a long intro. So if you would like to see how this look turned out, what I did, go and stay tuned because I'll be right back. Okay, so doing a Get Ready With Me. I haven't really thought this one through, of course, because that's how I work. But anyway, I did a little prepping before. I went old school, which is my e.l.f. My e.l.f. eyeshadow primer with a little WetNWild creme brulee on it. And then I did my Smashbox primer oil underneath my eyes because I like to do that to hydrate underneath my eyes so that, you know, it's not dry. Now, I don't really have dry eyes, but you know how it is. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to play with my Goth-O-Graphic. This thing took fucking forever to get here. Oops, I mean, it took forever to get here. They put it like it was coming, and then it didn't show up. I had to call WetNWild. They admitted, oh, we must have lost it. And so I ordered this on the 20th of February. And I got it on March 9th. I don't know how many days that is, but it seems like forever. Like, you know, I was waiting like 17 years. But I will say the packaging is awesome, you know. This is the first time I bought a whole collection from them. So I do like the packaging. And I gotta say, for $40, this is a great package. Now, did I want everything? No. But it was like, based on what I wanted, it was like you might as well get the whole package. And then you can see what's there and what's it like and all that other good stuff. So I've had it for today. I've been playing with it for the last few hours. I do have some thoughts on it. And we'll talk about it as I go along. So let's do some of my eyes because I got this kind of idea to do with my eyes. But I'm going to show you a few things as we go along. And then we're going to talk and chit-chat and all that other good stuff. All right, so let's do it. So I want to... okay, so here's the deal. I want to play with these liquid eyeliners because I was playing with them earlier. And I was kind of impressed because I didn't want them, and then to be quite honest, I saw some reviews. I watched like Jeffree Star's review, and I was about to watch Kelly's Strack's review, but I stopped myself because I really don't want to judge things based on other people's thoughts about it, because I personally am finding that a lot of times shit they love, I don't love. Tarte Shape Tape, Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. There's a list of things that I really don't like, and some things that I kind of enjoy that they don't like either. Too Faced Natural Love palette, Lil Rock's I Love Brunch palette. There's some things I like that it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry, but you know, yeah, you know, I'm not as professional as y'all are, but anyway, because I cannot stand Shape Tape. Let me just say that with all, I don't like it. It's terrible on my eyes, and any of those concealers that they say are Shape Tape-esque suck for me. But that's another conversation. So anyway, what I want to do is, because I want to play with these liquid catsuit eyeshadows. These are so freaking beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my, these colors are stunning. And the reason why I like these even better is because if you looked at my eyeshadow review, put it in the cards, my liquid eyeshadow review, I like the ones that have the micro glitter. They don't have the chunkier glitter, and these are all micro glitters. So I want to play with them. I want to play with them. So let's see what happens. Okay, so what I'm going to just do a little base, a little transition, and then I'm going to use those, and then I'm going to play with the eyeliners so we can see what happens, because I have this idea. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen right, but I do have an idea. So what I wanted to talk about as I'm getting ready, I'm using my Pink Edge by Maybelline kit to do my transition stuff. So what I wanted to talk about was books that have changed my life. And I know y'all like, what the hell? You know, we're not talking beauty. No, we're going to talk about books that changed my life. And I want to talk about that because a friend mentioned that. She asked me that. And I said, you know, this would be kind of a good, cool conversation to have while I'm putting on some makeup. This is going to be my new Get Ready With Me. It's talking about life and shit, you know. So I want to talk about books that changed my life. Now, if I took the time, I should take some pictures and show you all. I have books. I have a lot of books in my life. One of the things that I will say, I'm 51 years old, and throughout my life, one of the things, you know how like you transition and shit happens in life? One of the things that have always been consistent that I've always tried to make sure I kept up with were my books. So if you come to my house, you'll see bookcases full of books, because books were my escape, and books were what gave me pleasure, and they're like this little spot that is always there for me. You know, I can read a book over and over again, and I have different genres. It's not like I'm not a big romance reader, but I read a lot of science fiction. I read a lot of mysteries. I read, you know, the classics. I don't read a lot of self-help, but I do have some, and we're going to talk about a few of them, a couple of them in here. So, you know, I'm not one of those people who like reads 50,000 self-help books. Not me. So let's just talk about a few of the books that I have read over this, you know, my books that changed my life. Okay, one of the first ones was The Road Less Traveled by M. Scott Peck. And I need to reread it because it's been so many years. But what always has resonated to me about the book was when he stated, life is difficult. And he said, you know, it's not that it's going to be bad, but just inherently life can be difficult. And once you understand that, you'll be okay with life, because your expectations aren't for it to be easy and things to always go your way. Understanding that you're going to have trials and tribulations and things, and that's just what life is, then you'll be better off. And so that has always stuck with me, because life is difficult at times, and the true strength comes not from the adversity, but how you deal with the adversity. And so that's always stuck with me. Okay, so let's play with these liquid cat suits. I'm going back and forth with these two because I just wanted to lay a little color down just so I have a little transition, and then put these babies on, because I want my eyes to be very neutrally for what I'm planning on doing. So anyway, that's one of the books that changed my life and helped me, you know, get through things that were going on, especially because at the time that I read it was when I was you know, young adult. I was about 18, 19, and I had dealt with my father's death from when I was younger. When I was in high school, his death from emphysema and lung cancer. So that had been a difficult time for me, and you know, learning about love and all these other things. So that helped me through it. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is this book, and I think I'm going to try to find it, but it's by Lorraine Hansberry. It's To Be Young, Gifted, and Black. And it's not the whole book, but it's one thing in there. Sometimes one line, one little piece stays with you forever. And if you don't know, Lorraine Hansberry is the playwright of A Raisin in the Sun, which is, you know, an iconic, oh my God, look at how beautiful that is. It's an iconic play, you know, about black life and things. So this book is like some of her other writings, and she wound up dying. I think she wound up having cancer. I have to look it up again. But she didn't live very long with her fame. She became very famous, but she didn't live very long because she wound up dying from cancer. And so I'm gonna darken up my outer corners because they're a little light. But what she said was in the book, it's a line. It's just one little section, and what she wrote was, "I wish to live, because life has within it that which is good, that which is beautiful, and that which is love. And because I have experienced all of these things, I find them reason enough, and I wish to live." Now, this isn't about being depressed or anything, but The reason why it resonated to me so much as when I was young was because I'm going to darken the edges right here. I'm going to do a little darkening right there because I need a little darkening, just a little, just to give it a little something right there. And then I'm going to, so that color, oh, I'm sorry, the color I put on was Goth-Tears, and it's this beautiful lavender. So, yeah, so the reason why it resonated to me is because I just dealt with my father's death. And when she wrote it, she didn't know she was dying. She wrote this before she found out that she was ill. So she was just speaking on life and the reasons to want to live. And they are good reasons to want to live. So I always think that, not that I was feeling depressed and I was, you know, at a point where it always resonated to me that what a beautiful thought is that I wish to live because life has within it that which is good, that which is beautiful, that which is love. And those are good enough reasons to want to live. So that it's always just, you know, spoke to me. So anyway, those are two. Now let's get into books, like books. Okay. The first one is Dr. Seuss. And it is Oh, the Places You'll Go. Now, you don't know this about me, but there's two things I love. I love Dr. Seuss. I'm a huge Dr. Seuss fan. Now, I'm using the corner. I'm doing the Mystic Dreamer in the corner. You know, out. Because this is the pinky one, and that was the more lavender. And so I'm layering that on the outside to give me a little look right here. And so I love that. Okay, so I'm a big Dr. Seuss fan. Part of the reason why I'm a big Dr. Seuss fan is because his books teach so much about life. And, you know, when we read them as kids, we don't always get the life lessons. But as an adult, I read them and I was like, wow, Dr. Seuss was fucking deep. And so Oh, the Places You'll Go, if you've never read it, is about life. It's about life's ups and downs, and sometimes you're going to do well, and sometimes you're going to do, life ain't going to be all that you want it to be, but it's okay because you have another day to go through it. And even though I read it as an adult, I read it to my kids, I've discussed it with children, teenagers, because they really need to understand this. This is what life is. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll go up, you'll go down. You'll have good days, you'll have bad days. You'll have people, you'll have support. And sometimes you'll have to go places all alone and deal with life all alone. But you'll be all right. And if you never read Oh, the Places You'll Go, read it. And if you have children, read it to them. And if you have children, I suggest you read Dr. Seuss to them and really discuss Dr. Seuss. Because Dr. Seuss said some really incredibly, his books had so much depth to them. Like if you really read them, you know, like Green Eggs and Ham is about trying new things and not just being like, no, I don't like something just because, but actually try it. And then you'll find out you might like it. Isn't that awesome? So that's one of my books that really changed my life. Oh, the Places You'll Go. All right, so that's it on the eyes. That's all I'm going to do here. Now, we're going to play a little with this eyeliner because I got an idea. So we're going to see how it's going to work. So I'm going to pull you in just a little closer. So because I wanted my eyes to be very pale and this, because I want to play more with the eyeliners. Because I had this idea and we're going to see if it works. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that's another book. Now, one of the books that super duper changed my life is called, I'm going to do it on this side for you guys to watch. So I'm using this mega liner that I wanted to buy by accident in plum. So I'm going to do this in plum first. So I'm going to outline in plum and create my line. Now I have never used a WetNWild liquid eyeliner, but I'm in love with them now. I really like this brush. It's so tiny. It's so good for detail work. So I'm loving it. But anyway, so this book is a book that I tell every woman they need to read. Honestly, I've done book readings with it. I've done like workshops with it. I love this book. It's called Women Who Run with the Wolves by Dr. Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Over here in the cards, over here in the pictures. This book truly changed my life. Now, if you've never heard of it, the book is based on the wild woman archetype, and she's a candelera, and so she sings the songs and the stories, and so, but she's also a doctor, and so she talks about womanhood from start to finish and things that we deal with as a woman from start to finish. And what she says about them, so what changed my life in this book in particular was this. She speaks on, one of the first things she talks about is the life cycle of life. Now let me say, when you get this book, and I'm gonna give you a link to it. All the books I'm talking about, there will be links on them. When you read this book, it's very hard. It's very hard in the beginning because she's gonna be talking a lot. She uses storytelling a lot because that's what she does in her. I love her. I just love her. But she uses storytelling a lot. So I'm creating this wing, and then I'm gonna outline the wing with these colors from this goth thing. Because I was playing with them and I heard like bad reviews of it, but they work really good for me. So we're going to keep working with them. So anyway, so the books themselves, so the first thing that I really got out of it that really changed my life was her conversation on the life cycle of life. So I'm going to be using this black butterfly, which is this purple eyeliner. And what I want to do with it is I'm going to create a line on the outside of the wing right here. Just because I'm already doing a plum wing. So I really want to zhuzh it up and bring attention to it with this plum on the outside of it. I thought this would be kind of cute. And so she talks about the life cycle of life. And what she means by that is that the cycle of life is life, death, life. So certain periods of our life will die in order to bring life to something new that's supposed to be our next part of our life. So you know how often we like are so upset because somebody leaves our life or this is changing in our life? That made me understand that it's okay that this had a life and now it's time to die for the next part of your life to begin, the next step in your evolution to begin. And so once I understood that, it made life so much better. So I understood that this wasn't for me. If something goes away and it dies, it wasn't for me, and it's okay. And it's just, and then soon another piece of life is going to come. And that is what changed my life. That was the first thing. The other major thing, now I'm going to take this pink, which is called Pink Coffin, and I'm going to outline on the top of this wing. Okay, so I'm back. I put my foundation on. I finished my wings as well as I could and my little thing that I was trying to do. But anyway, I have a little pink on top and this. So let's go back to talking about, because it just died. So let's talk. So the other thing that I learned out of Women Who Run with the Wolves, the other big lesson I got out of that book was it's called Finding Your Pack. And she deals with, she deals with the wild woman and the wolf archetype. And so one of the things she talks about is finding your pack. And what she's talking about is like, so often we have families, you know, and we grow up around people who don't get us. You know, we are a little different. And that's because you haven't found your pack. And we have to get out of the belief that, you know, it's like the ugly duckling turns into the swan. Like that. You know, that the people around you might not understand you or your beauty or your creativity or anything like that because you're not part of their pack. You are biologically part of them, but you all aren't of the same pack. So that just resonated with me because of some things that were happening at the time with family and how they were, you know, treating me and my thoughts about life and everything. I'm sorry, I was using my Bare Minerals bronzer, and I didn't finish bronzing my face in Dark to Deep. Dark to Deep. There it is. There it is. Okay. So yeah, and so that was one of the major things, and it like clicked so seriously to me, like that's it. You know, because I'm trying to make people understand me, that we just don't think the same, you know. And it wasn't about my parents, because by that time my parents were gone. It was more about my sisters, you know, and their beliefs in life and how they thought life should be, and we just didn't jive. Okay, so I'm going to put on some blush, and I'm going to use my B by Juvia's Place. Yeah, so those were the things that I learned from those books. You know, I'll put, you know, links to them in the description box. Feel free to please get them, and we can discuss them more. And if you would like more discussion on them and thoughts, because like I believe in the goddesses, and I believe in, you know, us as women tapping into our femininity and things like that. And so that was part of my journey into that, you know, was that we as women are so powerful and so strong, and that in what we and who we are is okay. Is okay. So that was one of the big things I learned. Okay, so let's talk highlighters. This collection has a lot of highlighters. It has the usual Mega Glow highlighting powders. It has a cream highlighter, and it has a loose highlighter. Now let me just say, first things first, I'm not a big fan of loose highlighters. I'm not a big user of cream highlighters, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. So I opened it up already, and packaging is everything. You see, it's a little skull to go with their Goth-O-Graphic, but it's a really, I mean, I must say, it's gorgeous. Y'all see that? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and it is there. And then here is the cream stick, and I like the stick because they got a little top on it. Not that I know if tops come on everything. Shoot. Okay, and so here's this, and look at that. Can you all see that? It's a beautiful shift to it. It's pretty. It's pretty. And then here's this one, and this is the white one. See that? I have some oil. I have some oil on my hand, but it's got a really pretty pink shift to it. And then this one is pretty too, but this one has a little more glitter in it. So even though it has the same usual formula, and this is a very peachy pink, which is more my style, so I'm gonna go with the peachy pink. Even though it has glitter in it, we're gonna see how it looks on. Let's see how it looks on. And maybe we could play with some of the other ones in different spots, because maybe I could do the cheeks with this, and then I can use the loose over here, and let's try that. So yeah, so those are the things I learned. So if you have some books that have changed your life, please let me know about them. I would love, you know, to read something different, see some different viewpoints, and tell me why they changed your life. That would be awesome to read, to hear about. So yeah, this is a little more, woo child though. I don't know, did y'all see that glitter, that come up though? It is very pink. Let me see if you all could see it. It's not as, I don't have it on as intense over here. For some reason it's more intense on the other side. Yes, so that's, you know, those are my thoughts on that. And yeah, so that's the things that, those are the books that changed my life. And yeah, and And so I just wanted to share that with you all. I know this is like a crazy, you know, from the usual, I don't know. Fuck it, it's usual Lulu. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this with a really small brush too. It really comes up. It's there. Oh! It's got a lot of glitter in it, y'all. It's like the glitter is moving. It's so much glitter in it. It's like dumping off of me. Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. All right. Okay, so I want to do something interesting with my under eye. Let's see. So I'm going to smoke it out just a little bit. Give it a little, you know, color underneath there. All right, so here's where the interesting thing is going to come. Let's see how this is going to... I want to take this nyctophilia. I have to look this up because this could be real fetishy because philia means it's a fear of something. So they might be playing with us. I want to put this underneath my eye. Okay, so now I want to use in my inner corner this color, which is Pure Impressions, which means that I have used all of these little things. And let's see how this is going to look. All right, so next up I have lashes. I got new lashes. And I got the Kiss. Just so you know, Walgreens is having a sale until I think the 24th of the month, where it's like buy 2 things, get the 3rd free on everything in like the beauty accessories, all of the cosmetics, and you can mix and match. So you don't have to just buy 3 of one brand. You can mix and match everything. So I bought 3 new. Well, I bought 6 and my daughter took 3, but I bought 3 new. So I bought these, which are these multi-angle technology ones, which are called Daisy, and they got these 3 levels. Ooh, these might be kind of cute. And then I got these blowout ones. I got Pompadour and I got Pixie. So I don't know which ones I want to do though. Maybe I should be extra. No, I'm not gonna be extra. I'm gonna go with the Pixie ones today. I'm gonna go with Pixie. All right, so I'm back with my lashes on. These are some new ones, and oh my God, they're big. Are they on right there? Yeah, they're on. They're on. Okay, these are the longest lashes I've ever used. I don't know. These are the Pompadour ones, I think. No, Pixie. These are the Pixie ones. Tell me what you think about them. But anyway, okay, so next up is lips. So there's a few lip ways I could go with this. There's 4 different lip colors in here. Now, let me say that I've heard very bad reviews on these, and I love the liquid catsuit. But let me just say a few things in reference to the collection so far overall. If you listen to reviews all the time, sometimes you need to try things, because what I heard was like these eyeliners were terrible, but I actually like them. They worked out really well for me, so I'm cool with them. Matter of fact, I want to get some more of them because I'm kind of now liking the whole using different eyeliner effects. I don't know about you, but I like it. Y'all gonna tell me anyway. Y'all be like, bitch, no, heifer, stop. Okay. But now I did try these on. I tried on a couple of them. I did not try on, there's 4 of them. There's this black colored one, which is called Death to Unicorns. And then this gray one, which is Gunmetal Heart. And then there's this blue one called Pastel Grunge, and a pink one called Wicked Pink. Now I've tried on the blue and the pink. Now let me say this in reference to the formulation. It's a little bit harder to work with. And what I can tell you from this is because this has a little glitter in it. There's more glitter than I've seen in any of their formulations, including the metal ones, the metallic ones. So they are a little bit harder. Now I heard that, oh, they're not. No, they don't come on with one swipe like they normally do. Like the regular ones, one swipe, you got your whole face covered in that color. But they will build up. And I honestly, I'm okay with them. I haven't tried the other two, but I'm going to do the pink. And I'm going to let you see how it looks on. Okay, so this is the pink. Wicked pink. I absolutely love this color. This is going to be such a cute color in the spring and the summer. It's a spring color. I absolutely love it. So, and it's just they're like, oh, it doesn't cover. Did it cover my lips, y'all? Because I could have swore it covered mine. Okay, but now I'm actually going to put on the pink, the blue one too, just so you can see it. And I'm going to go back to the pink because I like the pink for this look. Okay, so here are my lips. Let's go with the blue and see how the blue looks. And I got to be honest with you. Like, I know that if I let this sit down and put another one on, it would be perfection. Now, is this a color I'm gonna wear? I don't know, but it's kind of cute. Y'all tell me. But I heard that, oh, you can barely see it. It's like a lip topper. Yeah, you could probably use this as a lip topper, but it honestly has enough color for me personally. That's just me. Okay, so here's the pink. Here's the pink. I love it. I'm gonna be rocking this pink. This reminds me of Prismatic Touch by Milani. This is a similar color. It's a beautiful kind of rosy goldy on my lips, at least. Okay, so here's my final look. I'm y'all tell me how it looks. I'm very glittery, sparkly right now. So let me show you all how it looks. I don't know, y'all tell me. But anyway, let's talk giveaways. Okay, so here's the thing. I just started this. I've been at it less than a year. I didn't know where I was going with it. I didn't know my direction with it, but I did know that I felt that women of color over 40 were underrepresented. And just my whole kind of vibe, because I'll be honest with you, the women that are over 40 are kind of boring, and I knew my thing was going to be more than just reviewing and putting on makeup. So I felt that was underrepresented, and someone needed to speak on other things and stop acting like you can't talk about them inside of a beauty channel about inner beauty and, you know, things about those. So I'm gonna talk about what the fuck I want to. But anyway, when at the end of last year, I was thinking about I have a thing where I did New Year, New Me tag. And one of the things was, what were my goals? And so one of the goals for me was, at the rate I was going, I was like, well, I hope by my birthday, April 6th, I'll have hit 500 subscribers. Well, I'm past 500 subscribers. I'm moving really quickly. And then with the whole new YouTube monetization, you know, I have to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours. Well, I checked my minutes and I am almost halfway to, I'm almost at 2,000 hours of view time already, which is awesome. And I couldn't, of course, it's not me watching, it's you all. And it's not me subscribing, it's you all. And even though this is a really small, tiny, minute milestone, it's very special to me because I was able to do it ahead of my schedule. And I'm growing every day. I see new subscribers coming in. I see new people, and there's more engagement. People are commenting. I'm having more conversation with people. And I really, 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 really appreciate it. And I want to say thank you. So I don't have a lot, but I got a few things to give away. So here's what I got to give away. I'm going to give away finally this Carly Bibles deluxe version of this her BH Cosmetics, because as I've said before, it's been sitting here. I've never opened it. Yeah, And then I also have this Tarte palette. I forget the name of the damn thing, but it's one of them Tarte palettes. Oh, Ladies Night. Now my friend bought it and she loves it. It's a great palette. It's got a highlighter, it's got a blush, I think it's got a bronzer. So it's an all-in-one palette, great palette. Then I've got a couple of sheet masks, and this is what I'm going to show you because I'm actually going to throw a few extra things in as a surprise. But so this is the giveaway. You look in the description box, in the comments, and yeah, description box, whatever it's called, you will find the information on how to be, you know, enter the giveaway. And thank you all for being a part of, you know, being a follower of mine, being a subscriber of mine, being a part of my madness and my crazy shit that I say. I really, really appreciate it. So this is it. This is the look. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up as always. You know, leave comments. You know, you know, it's just us. So I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna answer, and let's keep the conversation going. And if you're new and if you made it this far, don't forget on your way out to hit the subscribe button, because it's just a polite thing to do. I upload all the time. I hope you all enjoyed this time with me. It's your Lulu, and may life treat you kind. Bye-bye.